Hello friends, today we will see a very simple but a very important topic. So loading a component dynamically. So one component that is we can load from the routing as a lazy loaded module, and inside a module the component will be there. But I'm not talking about the routing. What I'm thinking about to show you is the loading a component that is dynamically it will be loaded in the page. Will not give any reference in the routing, and also will not give anything in the entry component. So as you can see in the page, we have a simple table, and these two things, edit and delete, these two are two different component. So to show you, first let me go to the code and let me change something in the component delete and edit. We will see that it will be changed accordingly. So this is the one, and we have the delete component also. Now how to load this component dynamically? So what we have in this page is basically one API call which is giving us the component name from the database. So here is the API call that's giving the name of the components. It's basically giving the columns, and here you can see these are two component, action edit component and action delete component. So these two are getting loaded here. See, first let me go to the table component. So this is the table, and here is the dynamically component binding the app component loader component. So this is one component I created, and from this component I'm loading the loading this component which is coming from the database. So basically I'm passing the array which is coming from the database, in this case to component array of two elements, two component elements, and passing the data means the value of the row. So the value of the row, that means this user to user. Now so let's go to this component loader. So this is the one, and in the template what we have, simply we have the tag1 ng template with a template reference, and in the ts file what we have, we are just calling this load component function, and here since we are passing as a render component as an array and the data for each row, so just running a loop here, and we are using this resolve component factory. Here basically I'm using the component factory resolver. Using this, just resolving the component which has been passed to this component, and with this I'm just what I'm doing here in the component host, it's creating the component dynamically and it's binding to that, and here we can simply pass the data whichever we want to do. So maybe we can pass this data, and in that component we'll receive this as an input parameter. So in this edit component we'll just get the data as an input parameter. So this is the very simple approach here, and to give the reference for the component that has been passed, that you can do using a service file. Using that you will just give the name of the component which is matching, that's coming from the database, and this is the component, basically the reference for the component. So if you see, this one is directly coming from the API response. Now if you want to see, we can change it from the database. Here I'm using MySQL database, and we want they're coming two components. So let me delete one and let's see whether it's still giving one or it will be. So as you can see, it's working perfectly. So let me revert it back. So this is the way we can simply load any component dynamically, so using the component resolver. So this will be one good solution to make your application fast, and also if you want to load any kind of table using this type of lazy loaded feature, you can easily do that. So that's all for this. I'm trying to create a separate application for this. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it will be helpful. Thank you.